Hello guys, welcome to GQ Talks Football. It's been some days, have not made a video, and that's because I'm dealing with some certain things in my personal life. There's a whole lot to talk about, but I don't want to delve into those issues because if I do, we'll spend tons of time here. So we'll have lots to talk about, from Enzo Fernandez interview and his almost certainty of leaving Chelsea. Is Joao Pedro leaving Chelsea as well? Remember I said this, that a couple of players would be leaving Chelsea, especially if we do not qualify for the Champions League. Now, BlueCo is saying they are backing Rosenior, and that the team is failing right now because this is not Rosenior's team. So they're going to be supporting him in the coming windows, in the transfer market, to get the players that he wants. But for me, it's the same old saying. It's PR. Because personally, I do not think that Rosenior is going to be here come next season. So BlueCo telling us that they cannot sell the club. That's all shady, because they can actually sell the club. And that's what we now as Chelsea fans want. We want them out. They have done enough, 4 calendar years, nothing to show for it. Now we'll dive right into it. Enzo Fernandez. Now, most of the players are on international duty, including Enzo Fernandez, who was interviewed while on international duty about the supposed, rumors going about him leaving Chelsea. He spoke plainly. He wasn't happy about Enzo Maresca being sacked, especially in the manner in which he was let go. He wasn't happy about it. Enzo Fernandez was playing good football under Enzo Maresca. So, from nowhere, Enzo Maresca was kicked out of the club. And if you ask me, I think he left because he was tired of being a puppet, the yes man. So, he was asked to leave the club. Now, Enzo Fernandez was asked, okay, so what's your future in Chelsea? He said, honestly, he doesn't know. Right now, he wants to just focus on his international duty and then come back to the team, focus on the rest of the games that are left for the season, the FA Cup as well. And then let's see where it goes from there. But he wouldn't mind playing for La Liga. That's him selling himself out. As a matter of fact, he did say it would be a dream come true if he gets to play for Real Madrid. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, you got it. That was exactly what Eden Hazard said some seasons ago before he left us, that it would be a dream for him to play in the Bernabeu. Now, Enzo Fernandez is practically selling himself out, saying that he's available. Now, Chelsea is trying to get a good stand by saying that, no, Enzo Fernandez is happy. He's the face of the team. He's one of the first players that was signed, that there's no urgency or need to let him go. I just think personally, Chelsea wants to just have a good standing so that they can have a good bargaining chip or a good bargaining power when it comes to the next transfer window. Because if it looks so bad that Enzo Fernandez is leaving or he's asking to leave, then Chelsea will not have a good bargaining power then. Because a team can just come and say, this is what we can offer you. The player doesn't want to stay. You can't force a player to stay, so take this or leave it. So Chelsea is trying to be on a good stand by saying Enzo is not asking to leave. And actually, he hasn't asked to leave, but he's putting himself out there by saying it would be a dream for him to play at the Bernabeu. And then you would ask, where would he fit in the Bernabeu? As a matter of fact, if you look at the Real Madrid team right now, yes, they have Camavinga, they have Tremeni, they have their midfielder right there in Valverde. You will see, where would he fit in? He actually would fit in, because that's a department where Real Madrid might need some reinforcements. Fair enough. That's why they might need reinforcements, because since Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and the likes of this elite player left Bernabeu, they haven't really found that crop of player anymore. But tell me what you think, because personally, unless Chelsea qualifies for Champions League, which is looking very bleak right now, I think Enzo Fernandez is out of the Chelsea team. And don't be surprised when other players, join him. Remember I said in my previous video that if Chelsea do not qualify for the Champions League, be rest assured that the top players would be looking elsewhere because they want to put their career first. Gone are the days that we say players play simply just for loyalty. Not anymore, not this generation. So do not expect most of our players to be in this team come next season. Tell me what you think. Because right now, Enzo Fernandez is one of the only players that is vocal. And that's why we got to know this. Do we know what other players are planning or thinking or discussing with their agents? We do not know. But time will tell. But I personally, I'm not playing the devil's advocate. I'm not saying that this is exactly what's going to happen. But if you've been following football for a long time, I've been a Chelsea fan for like forever. And with Chelsea, we can judge a lot of books by its cover, by how they do their business, by how they go about things. So you tell me what you think. Come next season, is Enzo Fernandez going to be in this Chelsea team? Say that. Let's know what you think in the comments below. Now, delving straight into Joao Pedro, who happens to be our recent star player, alongside Estavo William, who only got injured and just only came back and tried all he could in our last game against the PSG. So, not even the PSG game, the Everton game, yeah. Sorry, I haven't gotten over that 90 minutes of a match. So the Everton game, it tended to be the only one fighting that day. You could even see Cole Palmer walking up to him, patting him on the back and maybe encouraging him. Personally, I don't think it was encouraging him. I think Cole Palmer was telling him, oh boy, calm down. We've been here long before you. Just take it easy. Don't kill yourself, That's what I think he was telling him. Because the way he was patting him, he was like, take it easy. Because you could see the fight in Estava William. The guy was fighting, was trying to make something happen. Kudos to that guy anyways. So back to Joao Pedro. Right now, the rumor is saying that Joao Pedro most likely will be leaving Chelsea. Would he? And that's because Barcelona is looking to replace Lewandowski. Lewandowski is no kid no more. They're looking at replacing him with a top striker. And right now, Barcelona are turning their head towards Joao Pedro. They have him on their radar. Would Joao Pedro leave Chelsea and join FC Barcelona in the new camp? Time will tell. Next season, I think, unless something changes from this ownership, some sort of seriousness and not just PR, good business, good transfer business done, and then we making top 4 to qualify for the next Champions League, I don't think a whole lot of the star boys will be in Chelsea. So tell me what you think, because I personally do not think Barcelona would go for him. Not because they don't want him, but right now, the nickname Brocalona. Barcelona is broke right now. Because I know if Chelsea wants to sell Joao Pedro, be rest assured, the minimum amount Chelsea will be starting with is going to be 100 million euros. Minimum to start with. That's to start with. They could say 120, they could end up selling him at 80 because he was bought about 80 something pounds, £1 million. So that's about 60 million there about. So I think, and given to how he has performed so far since the Club World Cup into the season and now, and then is a Brazil international, be rest assured BlueCo want to milk any team that wants to come for Joao Pedro. Minimum start price, 100 million euros. So tell me what you think. Is Joao Pedro going to leave us come end of the season? Is he going to join Barcelona next season? Personally, I keep saying it. If we do not qualify for Champions League, Chelsea fans, make your peace with it. A lot of these players are going to be looking elsewhere because football, and like every other sport, is a short career. And they want to put their career in front because they want to win silverwares. So tell me what you think in the comment below about Joao Pedro. Now on to the next news. Rosenior. Rosenior is a puppet, if you ask me. He's a yes man. He has done it so well at Strasbourg, and that's why he was promoted to come to Chelsea, which is a bigger club, to continue the yes man. This was done with Pochettino. Tuchel saw this and he said, I'm too big a coach to be a yes man. I'm out of the door. And he walked away. Graham Potter was another yes man, and he was doing well as a yes man. He only left or was sacked because the results went. If the results were good, believe me, Graham Potter probably would still be a Chelsea coach. And then move on to Lamps. Lamps was just, an interim coach to quieten the minds of, the Chelsea fans. And then Pochettino was a yes man. It was towards the end of the season when he was speaking form and everything that he started being vocal. And they said they're going to assess his, performance at the end of the season, and then they will know what's going to happen. Because he was being vocal, he was asked to leave. Enzo Maresca was doing the same thing. But for you to know Enzo Maresca is a good coach, he somehow looked for a system that could suit this particular set of players we have. And we won at least 2 silverwares, the Conference League and the Club World Cup. But he was asking and demanding for an improvement in the team, especially when Liverpool got injured. He was asking for a replacement, a good defender, a world-class defender. They didn't give him that. He was also asking for a goalkeeper, especially as it were, in the person of Mike Maignan from AC Milan. What did the owners do? Nothing. So that guy has been enduring a lot. And then if you notice, just before he was sacked, he started becoming vocal. Some days before he was sacked, during one of the press conferences, he said that the last 48 hours has been the worst since he has been in Chelsea. The moment that gaffer said that, I knew it's going to be only a matter of time before he's kicked out of the door. So right now, BlueCo is claiming they are totally behind Liam Rosenior. They said the same thing for other coaches, but I personally do not think Liam Rosenior is going to be here come the end of the season. I think these owners are already talking to some coaches, but will they still go for a head coach that will become a yes man, or do they want to do things properly by getting a proper manager who would come in and take charge of the transfer windows, or at least have a chunk of say when it comes to the transfer windows? Personally, I think they should let go of the 2 directors and get one elite director. One. Just one. We do not need 2. Sometimes I think having 2 is going to cause a lot of contradictions. Just one is enough. So right now, I think BlueCo should either do the right things or get out. That they cannot sell is all gibberish. It's all lies. Yes, it's a clause saying that between, the equity stuff, between 7 and 10 years and all of that. But there are clauses there where these billionaires can actually sell. And the longer they stay, if you ask me, the longer things will go bad for them, because right now, they can't even sell to make any profits. Yes, they can't sell right now to make a profit. So I think the earlier they make a decision, either to get things done in the correct way, how a football club should be run, or they sell and vamoose. It's that simple. So we are still saying the same thing as Chelsea fans all over the world. BlueCo, get out. Get the hell out. So that's all for today. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, the WhatsApp channel, GQ Talks Football. Until next time, people, let love reign in the world. Peace out.